Good morning, ladies, and welcome to your full body strength training workout. Okay, so if you're tuning in right now, I want you to start a torso twist, a boxer shuffle, some arm circles. Let's get that body moving while I give you a quick preview. Okay, so this is your full body strength and conditioning, and a lot of these movements, okay, all of them today are going to be more compound, meaning there's multiple parts to the movements. So if you don't have any weight, you're still going to get a great workout out of it. If you do have a light set of dumbbells, this is the perfect workout to just have one set of dumbbells, somewhere between 3 to 8 pounds. You can use soup cans, wine bottles, anything like that that might give you just a little bit extra, and I guarantee you a good full body burn. Okay, so again, I hope you're still moving with me right now. We're going to go through a quick warm up. We've got 8 exercises today, and I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit of work, but we're going to just work on it timed so you don't have to worry about keeping track of the rep count in addition to learning the movements. I'll give you some modifications and we'll go through each exercise one by one. So a little bit more time spent here, but then we're going to set that timer. We're going to get straight into the next 2 rounds, and I guarantee you a great full body burn. So let's get moving here. Hopefully you're still getting that boxer shuffle going. And we're gonna go ahead, get your feet ready into that squat position. We're gonna do our squat to our chest opener. So just taking down into that squat, you're gonna reach for opposite toes, and then you're gonna come all the way up, push those hips forward, let those elbows drop to your side, and then head all the way back, okay? So just work through this at your own pace. We're not gonna spend a lot of time in this warm-up. We're just going to try to get that body moving ready. So anytime I'm explaining any of the exercises, feel free to keep moving, giving yourself some dynamic movements to get that body more ready. And also feel free, you're watching me on demand here, so if you need to pause it, get a little bit more movement, feel free to do that before we get into this workout here. Go ahead, give me a couple of really big torso twists. And then we're gonna work 5 walkouts to a push-up here. So remember, on your walkout, we're gonna keep those legs as straight as we can, walk it all the way out. You could choose to do a quick upward facing dog here, but come into that push-up and then walk your way out of it. Give yourself a little rock side to side here if you want. Come up and we'll walk it out. And again, into that push-up and back up. Good. All right, ladies. So again, we've been prepping for this. If you start doing this workout and you feel like you need to slow it down, you always have that pause button where you can come back to it. Or if it feels like a little bit too much, because I'm going to tell you it's a little bit more advanced than what we sometimes do. But many of you have been working at this for weeks, for months. Give me one more of those. But if it does feel like too much, go ahead, grab another full body strength training video and then tag this one and come back to this, because I know you're gonna love it. I know it's gonna be great. It's gonna be challenging, but it's gonna be totally worth it, okay? So without further ado, keep that boxer shuffle going, but let's get into business, all right? Again, if you have a light set of dumbbells, great. If not, again, you can use soup cans, wine bottles. What's something else people use? Oh, water bottles. It's all about the mind-muscle, okay, connection. You can get a great workout without any weights at all. The goal is that you're always constantly engaging, bringing your energy, your intention, and attention into the muscle groups you're working, okay? So if I'm working my abs, my core is always super tight. All of my energy is coming to here. If I'm working my biceps without actually ever having a weight in your hand, you can work on engaging those muscles, okay? So I just wanted to say that before we get into this, for those of you that are doing this without weights, you can still get in a great workout, but you mentally up here have to do a lot more work with that. And really all of us should always be doing that as well. So without further ado, we've got our first exercise. I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. We're gonna spend 45 seconds doing the movement, and then you'll learn your next one, okay? So with your set of dumbbells, we're gonna go into a sumo squat with a side shoulder raise, okay? So sumo squat, remember toes are gonna point out. When we head into our sumo squat, we're always gonna take those knees out in line with the toes. Make sure your feet are wide enough though that your knees don't go over your toes, okay? So feet out, toes will point out. With your set of dumbbells, we're gonna head into our squat. We're gonna lift up our arms and we're here, okay? Into that side shoulder raise, down and stand up, okay? You could choose to unfold it here. You could get a little bit of biceps when you come down into this, but the big part of the movement while we're in the base of the sumo squat is lifting up our arms, taking them down and coming up, okay? And that side shoulder raise, just real quick, take a look. You have that 90-degree bend here. You bring it up, that 90-degree bend is still there. It's not popping in, all right? And you're keeping that elbow and wrist in line. Again, you could totally do this without weights or keep it super, super light. So we're gonna get in this movement for 45 seconds, and then you'll learn the next one. So get those toes to point out. Keep that chest nice and tall. We're gonna come down. We're gonna bring it into 90 degrees. Lift up and back, and then stand on up, squeeze the glutes. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale, exhale, and stand. Again, I'm choosing to keep my arms bent at that 90 degrees, but you could choose to uncurl it every time. And if you need to, rather than doing the side shoulder raise at the bottom, if we need to work on that strength, you could always work it instead from the top and just get your sumo squat in. Oh, I love side shoulder raises and I love sumo squats. So this is like the perfect combination. Go ahead, give me 2 more reps here. Good, big squeeze to those glutes, and 1 more rep. And go ahead, stand on up, shake it out. So that is your first exercise. We are gonna head into our next one, okay? Which is going to be your curtsy lunge with a tricep kickback, okay? So let's break it down. Curtsy lunge, you're gonna take that leg back as you come down into your lunge. Note, I'm not letting that knee shift out with me. I'm keeping the knee over my ankle, hip is pushing back, and that back knee is underneath the hip, and you'll come up, okay? Now we're gonna add a kickback when we're at the bottom. So that means we bring those elbows up, we kick it back, and we stand on up, okay? In this case, we're gonna work alternating because we're based on time. If you're doing this on your own, you could just choose to work 5 on each side, 8 on each side, but go ahead, again, head into that curtsy lunge while you're at the bottom. Kick it back, and then stand up. Kick it back, or stand up, kick it back, and then come on up. If you need to, you could always work the curtsy lunge and then hinge forward and work that kick back from a more stable position, okay? So let's go ahead, ladies, get ready. You're gonna go curtsy lunge, kick back, woo, and up. Curtsy lunge, kick back, and stand on up. So good, perfect. So the deeper we can get into that curtsy lunge, the better for those legs. We need to keep that core super supportive for when we kick back that weight. You should be able to notice that we're taking that into those triceps at the end of that. Good. Oh yeah. Hopefully you're feeling the burn by the time we get to the end of each one of these exercises. Just think what it's gonna feel like when we get them all strung together. Go ahead, give me 1 more rep each side. If you're with me, that is it. Okay, so that was your 45 seconds. So again, if you need to, get a quick drink of water, regroup here. I'm gonna remind you, of course, of all these exercises as we go through the complete circuit. So hang with me. We've got 2 down. We're reviewing 6 more. What we're gonna have now is our kettlebell swing. So, well, dumbbell swing. We're gonna do this with the dumbbells. We're gonna swing, okay? As we're swinging forward, we're gonna land in our squat, okay? So it's hinge, swing, and squat, okay? And then while you're turning it into the swing to squat, you're gonna curl the dumbbells. I know, sounds like a lot. You're gonna come, or again, you're gonna hinge, swing and squat, and then press, okay? So if you break it down, again, it's a swing, you have your squat, there's a curl, and there's a press. So you could work it that way too. But if we put it all together, you're swinging, and as you're swinging, you're curling, landing in your squat, and pressing up, okay? So let's go ahead, try that now with me. Swing, curl, squat, and press. Take it back down and through, swing, curl, squat, and press. Good. Swing, land in your squat with your curl, and press. Elbows will stay close to your sides here, and biceps at the end of that will remain close to your ears. Keep that core nice and tight, and use those legs to help you swing through that swing and also that squat. 10 seconds. 5, 4, finish the rep you're on, and time. Okay, ladies, how are we doing? Hopefully you're doing good here. Next exercise is going to be a lateral lunge. So we've learned that from our daily challenge, but with that, we are going to add some hammer curls, okay? So before I pick up those weights, a couple ways you could do those lateral lunges. Again, we can be here, okay? And our end goal, let me just show you what our end goal is first. Our end goal is that we come into our lateral lunge, we give a hammer curl, and then we stay low, never coming out of that lateral lunge, hammer curl, and back and forth, okay? The goal of that lateral lunge is that that knee and hips still line up. If we let that knee go out, it's because our hips aren't going back. Send the hips back, line that up, okay? Again, the goal would be to stay low, but you could always come here, give a curl, uncurl, stand up, come over to the other side, curl, uncurl, and stand up. And if it's too hard to do the curl at the bottom of the movement, do it from the top, okay? So you can go lateral lunge, up, curl, and then down, other side, lateral lunge, up and curl, okay? So let's go ahead and get in that. I'm gonna show you the more advanced version. You know the options for the other ones. So go ahead, take it down, give me your hammer curl, swing over, uncurl, and curl. Swing over, uncurl, and curl. Good. And then you could also work from here, rather than keeping it up, hang it low to swing and curl. Either way, every time you work that curl, actively engage those biceps, okay? And always keep those hips pushing back. Notice how much support you need through the core for this movement. You should be able to wiggle those toes. Ooh, we got 10 seconds here. Good, stay with me. 3, 2, and I started on this side, so let me just even out sides here. And time. All right, so shake that out. We have got just a couple more exercises for you. We are going to now get, there's like only 5 different moves to this movement, but you'll get it. And with light weights, this will be perfect. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna give me a reverse lunge. At the base of the reverse lunge, you're flying your arms out into a lateral raise, okay? When you come up, you're gonna give me an RDL, and then you're gonna fly out into a reverse fly, okay? So again, lunge back, fly out, stand up, give me a good RDL. So even though the weight's light, feel that stretch in the hamstrings, keep the glutes engaged, fly out, feeling those shoulder blades squeeze together, and come up. Now, if you need to, rather than doing the lateral raise at the bottom of the lunge, you could choose to come up here. That's gonna make that a little bit easier, and then head into your RDL, okay? So ladies, why don't we go ahead and get ready for that movement? Regroup, need a quick sip of water here. Okay, let's get ready. 45 seconds of work in 3, 2, and 1. Reverse lunge, lateral raise, come up, RDL, fly it out, push up, and other leg, lateral raise, and up, RDL, and out. Push to stand up, and switch sides. So you'll notice we don't get a ton of reps here because we have to take time on each one of these movements, but because of the number of muscles we're working on each one of these movements, you should feel that burn in no time. But we have to actively still engage the muscle groups we're working. Hamstrings, back, hamstrings and glutes, okay? And then shoulders and quads. Let's go ahead, get one more in here. And other side. Out and up. And stand on up. Okay, so feel free to get those weights out of your hand for a second, shake them out, give yourself some big hugs. We have got just 3 more exercises to go, okay? This next one is going to also be an RDL, but we're gonna take those feet wider. So typical RDLs, our feet are just hip width apart. Now we're gonna bring them out just a little bit wider, probably just a little bit wider than what your front squat would look like. Our weights are gonna stay at our side now. We're still gonna work that hinge back. And with our arms a little wider, we're gonna work on rowing those weights back. Take it down and stand up, okay? From the side, you've got your RDL wider, and then a big back row, down, and big push up. Remember, you actively wanna push the earth away, squeeze your glutes at the top, okay? And use that breath of the motion. So maybe this one you can move a little bit faster because the weight is lighter, but we cannot lose the mind muscle connection here, okay? So we are going to start in 3, 2, and 1. So wider feet, hinge forward, row, and then take it down, stand on up, squeeze those glutes at the top. Hinge as you inhale, exhale, wide row, inhale down, exhale as we push the earth away, give me that glute squeeze. Take it down, row, unrow, and stand it up and squeeze. Down as we hinge. Remember that mind muscle connection here, ladies. Hinge and big exhale, row, squeeze those shoulder blades, take it down and come on up. Hinge. Give me 2 more reps here. Down and up. And then your last rep, hinge, big row, down and up and squeeze. All right, feel free again to set down those weights, boxer shuffle, shake it out, get that drink of water if you need. We just got 2 more exercises to review here. They're a little bit simpler. So again, I'm gonna have the dumbbells. I'm gonna go into a narrower squat now. Think more like your front squat here, but a little bit wider if you need that flexibility through the hips, because the goal when we squat is never that those knees go out, those hips can always go back. So base your squat on that. We're gonna go ahead, when we get down into our squat, we're gonna come into a front raise and then stand up. So if you can, the goal would be as you're squatting down, we're coming into that front raise and then you're pushing to stand up. If you need to, you can come down, give me that front raise and then stand up, or worst case scenario, come down into your squat, stand up, and then work that front raise, okay? So a couple of different ways you can approach it. Obviously the first option was harder than the second, and a lot harder than that third option I showed you. So go at whatever level is comfortable for you, and maybe you come back to this workout and pick one of the harder levels later on, okay? So let's go ahead and get started on that now. 45 seconds. You're gonna come down, give me that front raise and up, or again, you can come down straight into that raise as you're coming down. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. So always keep that chest tall. I need a big push through my heels here. In terms of your fists, they can face each other to make it a little bit easier, or you can face them to the ground, which is gonna make that a little bit harder. Always try to get, though, wherever you're doing your raise, either standing or at the bottom, you're getting those hands to end up parallel to the ground. Give me 2 more here. And One more. Perfect. All right, shake it out. We just have one more exercise. Give me that boxer shuffle again. This last one, we're gonna take it down to the ground. And we use our weights here, but if you have any kind of difficulty or you're just starting out, please feel free to put those weights down. What we're gonna do is our push-up. So you can have your hands on the weights, okay? Push up. And then the goal is that we're rotating the body up and open with the weight, and then bringing it back down. Rotate up with the weight, stack it over your shoulder, and bring it down. So it might be easier for you or more comfortable if you keep those hands on the ground, and then you can do your push-up and then rotate, okay? And the goal is when we do that rotate, it's kind of like you're rowing it, and then you're pushing it up. Don't let the weight get too far away from our body when we do that. And all this can be done from your knees as well. So you can get a push up, you can still rotate it open here, all right, and back down, or do the push up from your knees and then come up out of that into your plank to work that rotation, okay? So let's hit that. That'll make the end of our circuit here, and then we're gonna be able to set that timer and get to work and really feel that burn, all right? So from that push-up position, we're giving a push-up, and then we're gonna take that arm up to the sky, take it back down, nice and controlled with that core, hit the other side. So if you wanna get in a few more push-ups today, you could choose to do that before you hit each side here, or you can be with me, hit each side, stacking those shoulders and hands, and then getting that push-up at the end of that. So good here. Let's try for one more push-up with one more time each side. Keep that core tight, supportive. Do those shoulders, feel that burn, and time. Oh my goodness. Okay, shake that out. I hope you felt each one of those exercises in those 45 seconds that we split it up. Yes, we took a break between to explain the movements, but you have this video now, so you can come back to this, fast forward to this point, and just get started in the movements if you want to get to work a little bit faster. And you know what, I think, even though we've already done one round, I think I'm actually gonna do this with the time circuit 3 times, as opposed to, it was gonna be 3 total, but 3 times. So again, if you wanted to learn the movements and then fast forward to here, you can go ahead and do that and get in an awesome workout with me, okay? So shake it out, get that drink of water. Now's the time to get that mind and body ready, because we've got 8 exercises, all compound movements. I'll remind you them all as we go, but remember, you'll get out of this what you put into it, okay? So again, we're gonna get that timer going, but we are starting with that sumo squat with that side shoulder raise, okay? And grab your weights if you can. If at any point during the movement you have to lose the weights, then lose the weights. Get a couple of reps in, challenge yourself, feel the burn. Of course, we want you to get into the burn zone and work through it, but if form is compromised at all, trying to continue the movement during that time, then lose the weights for now. Get control of the movement, and then you can come back again to this workout and get after it, okay? So let's get into it here. We have got our sumo squat with our side raise. We are gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So sumo squat, side raise, and stand up and squeeze. I'm gonna keep my weights at 90 degrees here. Get that little bit of bicep burn. Inhale down, exhale it up. Inhale, exhale, stand up, squeeze those glutes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember, if you can't get that side shoulder raise at the bottom of your sumo squat, feel free to stand up, get it at the top. It'll be more supportive here. Keep that core nice and tight as we work through these motions. After this, we're gonna head into our curtsy lunge with those tricep kickbacks. So get ready. We have one more here. And time. All right, shake it out. Curtsy lunge with those tricep kickbacks in 3, 2, and 1. So curtsy lunge, kick it back, and stand up. Switch to the other side. Curtsy lunge, kick it back, and up. Always keeping that knee stacked again. And if you need to, you can, of course, work that kickback from the top and then work your curtsy lunge separately, okay? That'd be a way you can mod down with this one. Remember, big push up from the legs, keeping the weights in the heel, and big exhale as we go through these motions. Control the breath here. You have 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have that kettlebell swing with the curl and squat and the press. So get ready, take this feet a little bit wider. Arms are gonna stay straight. Hinge and curl as you squat and press. Give me a big swing through, curl, and press. Swing through, use the momentum to help you head into that squat with your curl and press up. Ooh, it's gonna be hard for me to talk through this one. If you need to, if you're feeling any kind of pain in the low back, I would just take out the kettlebell swing and just work a squat with a curl and a press here. But if you can, swing it through into your squat with your curl and press it up. One more here, 3, 2, and time. All right, now we have that lateral lunge with that hammer curl, meaning palms face each other, elbows tight to your side. Stay low or come up between. So to one side, hammer curl, and pivot to the other leg. Or again, come up between and work your hammer curl from the top if you need to. Elbows always stay tight to your side. Chest always stays tall. Work that heel push here. Nice. Good. Breathe through it. From here, we're gonna go into that reverse lunge with your lateral raises into your RDL with your reverse fly. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand on up. Again, if you need to, shake it out with those weights between this. Again, reverse lunge into your lateral raise, come up, and you're already out with your fly. So reverse lunge back, lateral raise, come up, hinge. When we get down there, fly it out, and push to stand up, switch legs. Reverse lunge, lateral raise, come up, RDL, and fly. Again, you could always work your lunge and do that lateral raise at the top here, okay? RDL and fly. Nice solid lunges here. Big push away from the ground every time you stand up. Let's try to get one more time in. We have 5, 4. I'm gonna finish this move. We have our wide RDL with our row next. So remember, feet are gonna come just a little bit wider here. Take a deep breath, get ready, and hinge and wider row down, big push up and squeeze. Inhale, exhale, row. Shoulder blades are squeezing back and together. Exhale up and squeeze. Inhale, big exhale, inhale, and push and squeeze. So good. Nice job. So super intentional with these movements. The weight's light, but we're pushing through our heels, pushing the earth away, getting our elbows to squeeze back and together, keeping that core tight. Mind muscle connection here. One more. And then we have our squat with our front raise. And time. All right. Widen or narrow those feet just a little bit. We're going to try that squat into your front raise as you go down. And 2 and 1, hit it. So front raise and stand up. Again, if you need to, you can come into your squat, then do your raise, and then stand up, or hit your raise at the top and then squat down, okay? The goal here is that those arms are always coming parallel and you're always pushing the earth away to stand up. Don't let those knees wobble. Big exhale and stand up. We have just one last exercise. Look how much faster that goes when we don't have to explain it between. You're doing awesome here. 8 seconds. Try for one more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Come down to the ground here. It's the push-up with that side shoulder press, okay? So push up, rotate open, press it to one side, shoulders stack. So again, you can get in a push-up each time, or you could get in a push-up and then hit each side. You can do this from your knees. Just make sure that core is engaged. You're feeling that burn. We're gonna get rest here in a second. Well, and when I say a second, I mean 20. But this is our last exercise. So hang with me. Push through. Hopefully you've gotten that heart rate up. That's what these compound movements will do. So don't think you're out of shape. It was designed this way. And time. All right. Shake it out here, ladies. Awesome job. So again, I'm gonna go through this 2 more rounds. At a minimum, I challenge you, encourage you to do at least 1 more round. So you end up with 3 rounds total, minimizing the rest and transition time here now. We have another 12 seconds. We're gonna go again. We're gonna start with those sumo squats with those side shoulder raises. And if you don't remember it all, I'll keep reminding you as we go, but get yourself ready. If you need more time, press pause. Otherwise, we go. Sumo squat, side shoulder raise, and stand up, squeeze those glutes. Knees track over in line with the toes, and big push to stand up. So if it helps to know, if you're joining me for all 3 rounds here, we just have 14 minutes left, which might seem like a lot, but to get in what we've gotten in, it's amazing what we can accomplish in this time. So hang with me. Remember, after this, we're gonna get in that curtsy lunge with those kickbacks, full body here. 1 last rep, and time. Okay, shake it out. Curtsy lunge with those tricep kickbacks. Big deep breath. And we go. Curtsy lunge, kick it back, and stand up. Remember, it is that front leg that is going to do that pushing to stand up. That back leg is not in control. And we're trying to work those triceps, so if you can, hinge into that movement a little bit. The one time I'm going to say your chest can come forward in a lower body movement. Good, 15 seconds. And then we have that swing to the squat curl into your press. Try to get in 1 more rep here. We have 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm setting down that weight for a second. Shake out those arms. Sometimes it's a lot on those forearms, holding that weight. Get those feet ready, chest is tall, and we go. So we swing into our squat curl and press. Swing it through, push those legs into your squat curl and press. Awesome job. And I want you to know, I may not seem like that it's that challenging for me because I'm still talking, but I assure you, trying to control my breath so you can understand me is a challenge right now. All right, you've got this. We're headed into that lateral lunge with that hammer curl in, oh, that's time. See, I'm all shooken up now. Lateral lunge with your hammer curl in 5 seconds. Another deep breath here. Get ready to make those feet in position and go. Lateral lunge, hammer curl, and hover over. Or, again, you could stand up between and take it down to each side. Good. We have 25 seconds here. Since we're not doing a lot of up and down moving, this is a great time to try to find your breath, because after this we're going to head into those reverse lunges with your lateral raises, RDLs, and our fly. Get ready, 2 and 1 time. Okay, reverse lunge with that lateral raise into your RDL with your fly in 3, 2, and 1. So send a leg back, raise it, and then RDL into your fly. Stand up. Take it down, lift, all the way up, hinge, and fly. Good. Alternating sides here, ladies. Big push to those heels. And if you miss a raise at the bottom like I just did, do it at the top. Perfect. Big push up always. Keep that core in control here. 10 seconds. We're gonna head into that wide RDL with our row next. And that's time. Again, shake it out as you need to between. Catch that breath. Feet are gonna come a little bit wider than they were in that RDL in that movement. Get ready and inhale, push those hips back. Exhale as we row, inhale down, big exhale up and squeeze. We just have a couple exercises left in this second round. I would make it, again, your goal to get through at least these 2 rounds with me stacked. And if you can hit that third one with me, then all the better. Perfect. 10 seconds. Remember, every rep you get in gets you closer to those goals. And if you're burning, that body's on fire, these reps are gonna make a difference. And that's time. Good. Okay, squat to your front raise. So bring those feet in just a little bit. Take that deep breath. Round those shoulders back. Get ready and go. Exhale, just stand up. Big inhale down. Big exhale up. Remember, if you need to make it a little bit easier, you could always have those fists face each other. You could always choose to do your lateral raise at the top and just have your squat here, okay? Find a way to keep moving. Keep pushing the earth away. Keep controlling with your core, using that breath with the motion. Doesn't have to be fast. If you're going slower than me, that's totally okay. 10 seconds, we just have one move from here. 5 seconds. And time. All right, good. Come on down to the ground. Maybe before your push-ups were from your toes and now they have to be from your knees. That's okay. Keep getting in these reps. You have your push-up and then rotate it open, press it to the sky. Other side, unless you want to get in more push-ups, and hit that push-up every time you come back to that center. Keep those shoulders or hands underneath those shoulders. 25 seconds, then you get complete rest. Ten seconds. Push these reps here, ladies. Hold on. We have 4, 3. I'm finishing up the side. And time. Okay. Woo! So if you joined me from the very beginning, that was 3 rounds. That was our goal. I'm gonna get in one more round with where we're timing it with less rest between, because we've really built some momentum here. So if you don't have time, you've gotten in plenty. If you do, join me for this last 7 minutes here and see what you can get out of this, okay? We're gonna start with that sumo squat with side shoulder raise in 3, 2, and 1. So take it down, side shoulder raise, and stand back up. You're probably gonna hear me talk less because I'm out of breath. All about good controlled movements here. If you're doing this multiple times. It's always kind of nice too to count that first round, which I forgot to mention at the beginning, but then you kind of have a goal rep count you're shooting for each time. Just keep you pushing. You have 10 seconds here. Feel that burn. Last time on every single exercise, we're gonna head into that curtsy lunge with those tricep kickbacks in 2, 1, and time. Okay, shake it out. Big deep breath here. We're gonna go curtsy lunge, kickbacks. Last time on each one of these, let's do this and hit it. Curtsy lunge, kick back, and up. Oh, don't mind all the noise. The wind is taking over. We have 10 seconds here. Hang on. We're headed into our lateral lunge with our hammer curl. 5.5 minutes of work left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Lateral lunge with that hammer curl. Pick a variation, get ready, and go. So I'm gonna stay down here, curling, uncurling, and rotating. Really focus, elbows tight to your side. Work, again, that mind muscle connection. Trying to sit back that hip a little bit deeper here. Oh, yes. Come on, own these exercises before we leave them today. 15 seconds. We're gonna head into that reverse lunge with your raises, RDLs, and flies. I'm finishing this side, and that's time. Good. Okay. Reverse lunge with your lateral raise into your RDL with your fly. Get ready and go. Reverse lunge, lateral raise, come up. Really notice that stance of those feet for that RDL. We want them in the right place. Hip width apart, big push from the heels. Fly it out as you exhale, squeezing those shoulder blades. Stand on up and head it back, other side. Good, 20 seconds. Quality over quantity here, ladies. Keep it slow and controlled. If you're feeling it in the low back at all, take the movements out of the lunges. Do it at the top standing. And that's time. All right, good. We have our wide RDL into our row now, so feet a little bit wider. Get ready and hinge, big row, down, and big press up. Hinge. Actively squeeze those glutes so much when you push up to the top here. Keeping that back nice and straight as we head down and up. 2 exercises to go from here. Ladies, focus on that finish line. Good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect. Again, shake out those hands if you need to. Squat with your front raise. Just 2 exercises here, 2.5 minutes, and we're done. Oh, you know what I did? Squat to front raise. I forgot one this round. I suck. I'm like, why does it say I have more time left? So we missed our kettlebell swing with our curl press. So we'll come back to that after our push-ups. So we're here, squat with your front raise. If you're having a hard time getting that weight up, you turn it so palms face each other, or do it at the top here and just squat down. We have 15 seconds. Control it here. Got all distracted with the wind blowing around everything down here. Last one. and time. All right, let's get that push up with that side shoulder press here. Regroup, refocus, get ready, and go. So push up, and then open it up. Since this is my last round, I'm gonna add a push up here. Remember, you'll get out of this workout what you put into it, so decide what you need to do to keep it challenging through this time. Good. 20 seconds. And for better or for worse, we have that kettlebell squat curl press from here. 8 seconds. I'm shooting for one more good rep here. 5 seconds, don't stop. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, my apologies, but we have to come back to an exercise. Your swing that lands in the squat curl to your press. Ready, and go. So swing into your squat curl and press. Bring it back through. Remember, if you're feeling it in that low back at all, eliminate the swing and just work your squat curl press. This is the last 25 seconds of our workout. Hang with me. "15 seconds. Good, ladies. We have 5. Give me one more rep. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! High fives, ladies. Awesome, awesome job. You can give yourself some hugs, okay? Take it behind your back, stretch out those hamstrings, those hip flexors, maybe in pigeon pose. You did awesome. I upped the intensity, I upped the challenge, so if you needed to pause it, that's okay. If you didn't quite make it through, go ahead, watch it again later on when we've had more time, and you've got this. Until next time, comment below, and I'll see you later.